Hey, troops, it's Roy from Geeks Adventures. Woohoo! So this weekend was the McFarlane Toys Summer Showcase. More chances to go. Ooh, gotta get that. Gotta get that. What were they thinking when they came up with that? Yep, this just took place over the weekend. No, I'm not going over everything because, well, I'm tired and I'm old. And besides, there's only so much stuff that I can collect with, to pay rent and stuff. But go over a couple things. To start things off, gonna go with the figure line that started it all, actually, is the Spawn figures now. Something to go over real quick here. The information so far, you want to check Todd McFarlane's YouTube channel and also check their Facebook presence for McFarlane Toys. At this point, the actual website, they don't have any pre-order information yet or anything. But the best place to look for all the videos and everything is on those two locations. For Spawn, actually, the funny thing is that there wasn't any video on the YouTube channel, but there were images on the Facebook page of two new Spawn figures, Nightmare Spawn and Plague Spawn. So what makes it nightmarish? Well, it's got like demon horns and wings, like a nightmare, like a demon. Get it? Yeah. Anyway, it was just one shot. It looked pretty creepy and cool. The Plague Spawn. Oh gosh, what was it? Was it Raven Spawn or one of the most recent releases? People were joking about it, and I kind of agreed because everyone looked at it and went, "Wow, looks kind of like Venom." So the Plague Spawn does look kind of neat. It's got all these little spikes on its back and stuff. It'll be interesting to see long term how this all looks like, what is released with it as well. Both look like interesting figures. At this point, though, it's kind of hard to tell if it's going to be like, ooh, gunslinger Spawn, or ooh, like, manga Spawn, or it's going to be, we'll see. But pictures do look kind of cool. Anyway, the really big surprise for me, at least, was the Superpowers line. Now for y'all my age and older, you're going, he's doing Superpowers figures. For you younguns, before Toy Biz totally blew up the industry, before McFarlane Toys blew up the industry with their initial Spawn run, and before Marvel Legends came out and blew up the industry again, the Superpowers line was the thing. Think of it kind of like it was basically a DC superhero version of Star Wars. Tons of characters. It was amazing, and vehicles. You'll get to that later. The figures that appeared, at least on the video, were Batman, Superman, and Darkseid. Looks like about the same general size as the standard DC multiverse figures right now. They look. They look very similar to the Superpowers in terms of detail, yada yada yada. So, from a retro standpoint, it looks kind of cool. If you're not into the retro look, you're gonna look and go, "Oh, how quaint." So, what's the big deal? Remember when I said vehicles? That's the big deal. Now you get a Batwing because, you got Batman. You gotta have at least a Batwing or a Batmobile. But personally, yeah, you're reading this right. Supermobile. And there's probably about 15-20% of you going, yeah, the Supermobile, yes! The rest of you are going, why does Superman need a car? Way back in the day, because comic books are really corny. He invented the Supermobile. Why? It's a long explanation. Go Google and you'll read it and go, that's really dumb. I wasn't kidding about corny, okay? But it actually made an appearance in the Super Friends cartoon twice. Let's see. The one I remember most was in the one episode where it's with Aquaman and he turns into this giant monster. Blah blah blah. They use the Superman and Wonder Woman both go into the Supermobile to help get him back to normal. Yeah, it's dumb. It's the '70s, '80s, but Supermobile was cool. So it's probably the only reason I'll get this. Get the one thing is because of the Supermobile. The vehicle is very much based on the cartoon, and you're going, oh my lord. So it's got an egg for a cockpit. It's got like little mini wings and a tail, and it's got two punching arms that do this punching action. Yeah, it's dumb. Yeah, it's corny. I don't care. I loved it as a child. I'm being juvenile right now. So, it'll be interesting to see how this does. From the kidding aside, from the nostalgia standpoint, in a collectors my age and over, they're drooling right now, going yes, yes, and everyone else is going, dude, are you serious? Go look at the video, you'll see. Let's be frank, the main reason that all of us are really looking at a lot of this stuff is the multiverse line. There was the announcement earlier this week of Static Shock, Superman in the War World outfit, and Scarecrow from Infinite Frontiers in the most bizarre costume ever. Wow. And for those who haven't seen the images yet, you're going, what's the big deal? And those who have seen the image, you're going, yeah, what the? You'll see. Did you go to Google? You see what I mean? Static Shock looks really cool. I love the Neo-esque long trench coat look. It looks really cool. The Superman from Warworld. Now the story arc I remember I'm attached to with this look, the Gladiator look, is from the Superman Exile story arc that Roger Stern did quite a while ago. And a while ago, as in like 20 years ago, I think something, 15, 20 years ago. It's actually a wonderful seminal storyline if you can get your hands on it. It's a giant, massive tome. But it's his first meeting with Mongol on Warworld. And I'm not sure where it fits in with this story arc, unfortunately. But I'm sorry, I'm going off on tangents because that's what I do. And the other figure actually also announced was Talon from the Court of Owl story arc. These all do look very, very cool. And by all appearances, it looks like these are available for general. They are available general release, or release eventually. The next set of figures are the exclusives. There is the Ocean Master, which looks really, really cool. Which it looks like though it's a Target exclusive. This one was a surprise. I saw this online, where the website, they were just shopping at Walmart and it was Parallax in a gold label box at a Walmart. So that implies that it is a Walmart exclusive. Now, no links at this point, and actually the thing is too, this figure didn't even appear on the announcement for the summer showcase. So now, is it meant to be part of the Blackest Night line? That is, it looks like it is making appearances on the coast, or somewhere along those lines, or what? Because I don't remember. Well, actually, I didn't really get into too much of the Blackest Night. But I always thought the Blackest Night story arc, the big deal was Necron, not Parallax. But who knows? But anyway. By all appearances, there is a Parallax figure out there. If it's not, please let me know. Put it in the comments. Go yell at me. But looks like there is something out there. Now, the other big thing, big, mega figures. And at this point, there were two announced, Bane and Necron. Both looked very cool. Now Bane, the problem I've got is they already did a Bane Build-A-Figure not too long ago, so another one. Then again, as I've also mentioned, I wonder how they're paying for the license. It ain't going to be through Firestorm figures, as much as I love the character. As much as I would love to see a Wildfire all three versions of Wildfire from the Legion of Superheroes, that ain't happening. It's gonna be Batman. It will be Batman till the end of days because people buy Batman until the end of days. So Bane, the figure though does look very very cool. It is more of a contemporary, more current version of Bane's look. The Necron figure does look sweet. I mean, imagine a mega figure except looking like something out of a Blumhouse or out of a H.P. Lovecraft horror story with a giant scythe. It looks really incredibly cool. So there you go. And yes, there's a ton more stuff. Announcements for Warhammer, announcements for Disney, the Disney Mirrorverse or whatever they call it. Please check Todd's Facebook presence and his YouTube channel. Lots of announcements, lots of videos out there. But those are just the stuff that just kind of caught my eye. And I'm like, must make a list and put this on Amazon so I can keep track of when they come out. Unfortunately, didn't see any release dates. The reasonably solid news is that if he's making the announcement now, that means that stuff is going to be coming out at least this year, assuming nothing bad happens to shipping and yada yada yada. But you're looking at odds are a 2022 release. At least that's the way these announcements have been. So there you go. More stuff to look for. Yay, cool. Oh, speaking of which, my John Constantine figure's on the way. Constantine. I'm not excited, am I? Anyway, I'm gonna go. So hey, y'all have a good rest of the weekend. May the odds be in your favor. May the force be with you, and as always, be good to each other. Okay, peeps. Y'all take care. Peace. Bye.